Hey y'all, welcome back to Miss Bree Reads. I'm Miss Bree, and this week we have a new story. The author writes the story, the illustrator draws the picture. We got the front, we got the back, we got the spine, The title of the story is The Invisible String Backpack, written by Patrice Karst, illustrated by Joanne Lou Vrythoff. The Invisible String Backpack, written by Patrice Karst, illustrated by Joanne Lou Vrythoff. The big day had arrived. Mila was starting her new school. She had waited for this moment for so long, but now that it was finally here, Mila had worries. Mama, what if I miss you and Daddy too much and need you to come get me? Oh, sweetheart, you only need to remember one thing, Mama told her. There's an invisible string of love that connects us all day long. When you miss us, just tug on it and we'll tug it right back. Mama hugged her and Mila already felt the tug. But soon she was on to her next worry. What if no one likes me? Her brother Jordan chimed in. Don't worry. You'll have your invisible backpack full of stuff to help you in every situation. Mila was confused. My backpack isn't invisible. It's right here. And it's almost empty. I'm talking about another kind of backpack that you can't see, Jordan explained. And it's connected to you by your invisible string everywhere you go. Mila's parents gave her a kiss. Time to go, Daddy said. Mama will take you to the bus stop and Jordan can tell you about your invisible backpack. What's in my invisible backpack, Jordan? Mila asked. Tools that give you superpowers. Like what, Jordy? If you think that no one likes you, just grab your invisible mirror. Smile and remind yourself that you're my amazing little sister and you can do anything. Mila giggled at the thought, but soon another worry popped up. What if I get too nervous to speak up in my class and no one can hear me? The invisible microphone to the rescue, Jordan laughed. No matter how quiet you feel, it'll give you confidence. Just speak into it and your voice will be strong and clear. Whoa, she looks so cool. When the bus arrived at school, Mila looked out at a sea of unfamiliar faces. What do I do, Jordy, if I'm terrified of all these new people staring at me? That's when you hold out your invisible shield, proud and strong, and you'll feel fearless. And draw your invisible sword when you feel afraid of dragons in unknown territory. Mila imagined herself in invisible armor as they streamed off the bus. What happens if I don't understand something my teacher asks me to do? I can't use my invisible sword for that. Easy. Just blow your invisible whistle to bring you the courage to ask for help, Jordan advised. As they entered the school, Mila held her shield high. Whoa, look at all her armor. In the busy, buzzing hallway, Jordan pointed towards Mila's classroom. Do you want me to walk you over? Mila thought about it. I think I can do it by myself. I can use an invisible flashlight to shine a path through the crowd, right? Her brother squeezed her hand. See, you got this, Mila. But Jordy, what happens if I get scared later when you're not around? Look at an invisible photo of me telling you about the tools inside your invisible backpack. They're kind of like invisible friends. They're already part of you. You'll see. Mila had a feeling she would need to reach inside her invisible backpack all day long. And she did. During the morning circle, Mila's teacher, Miss Juniper, asked each child to share something about themselves. So Mila used her invisible microphone to help her voice come out from the inside. At recess, The packed schoolyard felt as scary as a dense, overgrown forest. But Mila used her invisible sword to cut the brush as she marched bravely onward to join the kids by the swings. When she made a wrong turn on her way back to class, her invisible whistle gave her the courage to ask someone for guidance. Wow. The best part of her day was when Mila tugged on her invisible string to Mama and Daddy every time she thought of them. Sure enough, she felt their tugs come right back, just like invisible hugs. Just before the end of the day, Miss Juniper gave the students an art assignment. It's time to soar into the unknown of your imaginations. Miss Juniper waved her arms and the children giggled. Fly, children, fly! Then we'll draw or paint scenes of our travels. Mila panicked. As she watched the other kids working, she felt afraid to soar into the unknown. What if she fell? What if it hurt? When she remembered her invisible photo of Jordan, which reminded her of the backpack, so Mila reached in and found an invisible net that would catch her if she tumbled, and an invisible paintbrush to help her express herself. And right there, at her little desk in her brand new classroom and on her very first day at school, Mila's imagination took flight. She never needed her invisible net, not even once, because Mila discovered something magical in her backpack. Invisible wings! They took her up, up, and away over the earth, and as she soared higher and higher, she traveled through the countless invisible worlds where she saw things that were incredible. Mila had so much to paint that she didn't want to stop, not even when it was time to go home. After school, Mila and Jordan ran into their parents' arms. Did you miss me? Mila asked. We sure did, Daddy said. And every time we tugged on our invisible strings, Mama reassured. Do you have an invisible backpack too? Yes, Mama explained. We all do. You use it your whole life long. The invisible string is the first thing that you put into it, Daddy told Mila. And every single time you use your backpack, it gets bigger and better. That evening, Mila thought about her invisible backpack and realized something wondrous. It was bottomless. She would discover new invisible tools that she could add to it forever. And since everyone has an invisible backpack, that means their lives will be filled with invisible treasures. A perfectly designed backpack for each and every person in the world. What's in your invisible backpack? The end. And that's the end of our story, my little bookworms. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you liked reading The Invisible String Backpack with me, check out the link in the description and we can read it together. Remember, reading is a magical adventure that could take you anywhere you want to go. So keep reading and exploring new worlds. Until next time, farewell, my friends. Subscribe and like. Comment what book you'd like to hear next.
Miss Bree reads. Miss Bree reads. Miss Bree reads.
Stay curious and spread the joy.